us. Go. No, just
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, let me show you the whole thing, and then I'll do these last couple sections here. I basically, you want to get a picture of the back? Oh, got one dropped out, sorry. Pretend, hide it. But I just did 3 sections across here. So from like basically the ear to the bottom of the ear, everything below the occipital bone, I basically curled, same thing I did before, held the iron straight down, and I just kind of wrapped it. I didn't let it loose, I didn't ribbon it, I just grabbed it and twisted it around. Everything towards the center. So these 3 went to the center, these 3 went to the center. Okay? Then on everything on the next section was the opposite. It went towards the face. Again, straight down, just ribbon curl, and just wrapped it, didn't ribbon curl, just wrapped it around, held the ends so that it would get tighter and twisted towards the ends. I did that all the way up to the front, and all the way to the front. And the last section, because when you're doing like an editorial or something, they do want to have it off the face. They don't want to have it all just kind of coming down. So since I want a pattern, I made sure that the forward pattern was in the middle section. So it pushes forward here, but it still will come off the face on the top. It won't kind of flip over top of the head. So again, to the center, the second horseshoe was towards the face, both sides, and the top horseshoe is coming back. So I just put her part in here, her natural part, where we want to fall, and dropped down both sides and did everything that was on one side or the other towards the back. So I'll do the last 2 here. Let her cool for a second. Better hurry, we got 30 seconds left on the camera battery.
go. That smells good.
Just held it down and just, like I said, just wrapped it and didn't worry about the ends not being ribbon. They're just more like chunked together there.
This is the working hairspray.
Yeah, so this is the Caviar working hairspray. And the other thing too here, on a set, at any time on any of your wedding sets, on any of your photography sets, on any just curly hair for the night sets, the longer you let it sit on these rollers, the better it's going to last. So it can, and I don't want to say this and cause damage to hair, it can almost never be too cooked in and then too cooled down, because that's where it's going to last forever. If you just want a little bit of a bend, you know, just go real fast, let it drop, it'll pull itself out pretty quickly. But if you really want it to stay, get in there and try to cook it in. Oh, sorry. There you go. For the protecting it, yeah, that would be. You could, but I'm not really trying to damage it. I'm not worried about the damage part or working with it. I just wanted to bake it in. So I use that a lot, and maybe I use it only the one way that I feel. But I like it as a heat protectant. And if it was blonde hair, I probably would worry about it. But she's got strong hair, and I just want the curl more than the protection, I guess. I guess you can do both. Put the layer on there. Probably a terrible answer. But I would use it on a blonde, I'd use it on delicate hair, flat iron for sure. Even the curling iron as well, but like I said, I have faith in the strength of her hair, so I really wasn't trying to protect it as much as curl it.
I think it was an honest answer.
But yeah, and maybe it's wrong, but when I pull that out, it's when I'm like, oh, I need to protect her hair. Have you guys seen these? This is all glittery, but this is when you want to like pull the hair out without leaving any marks. You can put it in there, and it kind of holds the hair, and it doesn't put a crease in it. So like around the hairline. We used to make them, and you still can definitely make them. You just basically take a little business card or something, and you kind of cut it like a circle, glue it to the top of your clip, and it just doesn't make a mark when you're on the hair. Someone just took a crafty idea and made it a real one. You care about people's hair. I'm so.
Well, no, I'm using a lot more heat down
Okay, gotta stop playing too much. I'm sorry, guys.
here. Yeah, I'm using myself.
Yeah. 775,000 degrees Fahrenheit
You know what I'm talking
For 2 hours.
for 2 hours at a time. Per side.
Let cool before cutting.
I actually learned about setting hair on a TV show. That was while I was helping backstage at a TV show, and the main hairdresser was baking the host's hair. And I thought, man, that's crazy how long you let that iron in. And her hair looked perfect all day long. I thought, oh man, I gotta learn. I gotta figure that out. So it was years and years ago, but I remember like that aha moment. Then maybe I'm just not putting the heat through the whole hair, because you know you just wrap it real fast. The ends are done, but the center didn't get any heat at all. And then you drop it, and only half of it was curled in the first place. By the time the 5 minutes goes by, there's nothing left. So now let's bake it in and let it cool. Okay, so there's your set. I'm going to leave it in her hair for a few minutes while I do one haircut, bring her back, drop it down, and show you what I got. Just let that first part hold. So you don't have to do a fancy walk, and just sneak on the back, and I'll bring you back out. You good?